It is another time with Tony. We're nestled in the corner near one of the Christmas trees. So, anyways, there's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
We haven't been together. Well, we were together, but we didn't video anything because we were doing some certain things. So, and we have a fan right here.
Yeah, Coco.
One of your favorite.
Yeah, favorite dogs.
Anyways.
We all know that's not true.
The cool thing is they know to come and sit on my lap every time.
And they don't sit on mine.
Right. All right. So what's up? We had a good weekend. I was blessed, and I really don't mean that dramatically at all. I was blessed that you let me bring Valentina to your family function.
Oh, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to have you. It's been really busy. I mean, we got to go to Thanksgiving. I mean,
yeah.
We had a great Thanksgiving. Alex and Liz came in, and I've got to tell you, we talked about who has the messiest kitchen. We got a winner.
Oh, is that right?
Oh my God, we got a winner. I think I had to call in like a service to come in, one of those restoration
is that
services
right?
after Alex and Liz were in the kitchen for 4 days. So, sorry, Al, but you win. Whew. But
there'll be some kind of award at some point for that. I don't know what it'll be.
Yeah. So it was great. We had our dinner, but everybody was here all weekend. So not just Luke's here at the house, and Fino lives not too far away, but they came down. Everybody was here every day, and Liz and Alex were here every day. So we went and cut our tree down up at Hozak's farm, and had our hot chocolate, and
Wait, did you do the stuffing waffle?
No, we didn't do the waffle, but I
okay.
did make the stuffing.
Okay.
That's the other thing. I actually cut up the stuff, and
Okay.
Lukey helped.
All right.
But and my hand, because of the nut, I was slipping.
Okay.
But I made 2 stuffings, so that was my contribution to dinner, which that to me was an accomplishment.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
But Fino, Alex, Liz, Luke, Gigi, they put together a spread that it was just amazing. And like I said, we had a great weekend. Everybody was here almost every day. The babies were here, and so it was great.
Yeah.
I love Thanksgiving. I was talk about being blessed. I was blessed to be here.
Mm.
I was blessed to be here.
Yeah.
And that just meant so much to me. And
did everybody act? I don't want to use the word normal, but that's
normal's
the
a
word I'm
good
gonna
word.
use.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you.
Well, I made the mistake of doing the blessing.
Mm.
And
Over Thanksgiving dinner.
For Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And the tears were rolling down my face.
Yeah.
But I think that's expected. I mean,
yeah.
Quite honestly, if God doesn't touch me, I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
And I just thanked everybody and how much this means to me, and how thankful I am to be here. Because I maybe I'm beating this in the ground too much, but I didn't think I was going to be here.
Yeah.
I keep saying it, but it's the truth.
Right.
And just imagine if your thoughts and feelings, if you didn't think you were going to make it here. I wanted to be here for the birth of my grandson. I wanted to be here for Thanksgiving. I want to be here for Christmas. I set these little goals in my mind, and I'm so ecstatic, when I reach them. And I might beat it like a, the dead horse, but I'm just excited to be alive.
Yeah.
I truly am.
Yeah.
Then I had the honor of being on this late night with Chamberlain and Rachel, which was fun.
Yeah.
And I got to thank you again for that.
It was fun.
That was fun. Alex and Liz drove me out and stayed, and we stayed the whole time and watched the other guests on the show. That was fun. I enjoyed it. We had some good laughs, on that one. So that was another good thing that happened. The other good thing that happened, is on the medical side, is that they feel that I'm a candidate for a study, a trial. And I started the testing process for that. We should hear back this week about that. So, that's a great thing. Hopefully things go well. and were able to participate in that study.
Yeah.
Because the chemo has stopped working, so this is our chance.
So does that mean you stopped getting chemo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
It stopped working again.
It stopped working, and I'm
Yeah.
done with chemo at this point. I don't feel there's any other. The funny
Okay.
thing, too, at Thanksgiving was that since I haven't been on chemo for about a month, my taste started coming back. And on Thanksgiving, it was like I had an epiphany of taste. It was like, oh my God. Like everything was so good. I had to go to bed. I was so sick.
Oh my God.
I ate so much that I made myself sick.
Jesus.
Because it was just like that hot sauce. I mean, I can't say enough about that hot
Yeah.
sausage stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it. And, the turkey, the mashed potatoes with the butter and the sauce. I mean, I was like in heaven. But I ate way too much. Way too much, and actually literally got myself sick eating it. But it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth every second of
Yeah.
it.
So the study is interesting in that, we've been looking for this. We talked a little bit about it, I think, on the last, something changed either with the study requirements or your clinical position, I guess. So what do you know about the study at this point?
I know it's a study. It's a second phase study. It's dosing, which means they've already been out there. It's already been out there in a trial.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I'm hopeful that it's like working. So now they're in the dosing phase to see what the safe dosing is.
Mm-hmm.
It's from Amgen. It's a pill.
So it's not something we have to go into a hospital and sit there for 4 hours or anything like that. Yeah.
No. You have to fast an hour before and 2 hours after. So you go, take it at 10, you have your breakfast, take it at 10 and go have your lunch. So really not going to interfere with anything. They haven't seen a lot of side effects. Side effects are usually what you hear: nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. But as I've been telling everybody, I've been, again, very lucky, very blessed that I really haven't had that many side effects. Like we talked about, my biggest side effect, even to this day, is the neuropathy in my hands and feet, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm not used to being tired, and I get exhausted really quickly, and it makes you plan. Like, I had two things. I had a lunch yesterday, and then a beautiful concert, Lisa Ferrero.
Oh yeah.
You know Lisa?
Yeah.
A Montour grad. My wife was the softball pitcher, and she was the catcher, and she has a jazz. Christmas jazz every year, and we've gone almost every year. We didn't go like the 1 year of COVID; they had it over streaming. And,
okay.
But we've been going to those, and I had lunch. So I had a lunch with someone, and I had to go out in the evening. So you have to plan. You have to plan rest time. You have to plan. You got to take a shower. Take me a shower, and it takes me an hour to get ready. And like I told you the other day, I can't even tie my own shoes. Sometimes I can put my socks on, sometimes I can't.
Yeah.
All depends on the fingers. But we went to, that was another great thing. We went to the concert last night, and it was wonderful. She's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Wonderful
I remember
person.
her, yeah.
Yeah, and Gina basically has known her since high school.
Wow.
And all your Mancini friends sponsor her or something.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the Mancini family.
How about that?
She calls them a legacy sponsor.
Oh, wow.
So, not
How
sure
about
what
that?
that means, but
Yeah.
But it's a great night, and but like I said, you got to plan it.
Yeah.
You got to plan it so you could be, ready to go.
Well, the other event that we're about to talk about, I noticed you gladly volunteered, probably for two reasons, to put the babies to sleep. Right? One, you get a chance to hold the baby. Two, you get a chance to nap when the baby naps.
I
You're
just go.
I better
I'll
do
take
this
the
for
baby.
everybody. Yeah, right.
Let me take the baby.
Yeah.
And this last event, which you were a part of, thank you for coming. We've done a couple times, and it all started because my son his friends, everybody started having babies, and now, as you saw, there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
So it turned into a very small couple people to, we have all these kids, and then new neighbors have moved in, so it turned into, we probably had about 60 people here. And Santa Claus, Lukey did it. He was nervous. And I said, look, no matter what you do, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for since I was a kid. Since I was 18.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It all started when my cousin Debbie wanted private pictures taken instead of going to the mall.
Okay.
So she bought me a suit. And so Talia, I would be Santa Claus for Talia. Then it turned into, I was at the hospital eventually, and it turned into, I did Mothers of Multi, I did a lot of groups. I even back in the day when you could did physicians hired me to do a dirty Santa Claus.
Oh.
Which again, thank God for no iPhone.
Right.
But like I said, I'd be on CNN. if that was now, you can't do it. But back then, you did, and I don't know what else to say. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it was right, but you did it. So I've done Santa Claus for.
Wow.
And then I got to a point where I was buying the really good suits, and I did it for the communities. I loved it. It was a joy.
Yeah.
It was a joy. And 2 years ago, I did it for this party. 2 years ago, last year, obviously.
Yeah.
The dreaded December 14th.
Right. That was the invitation. As a matter of fact.
And our invitations were funny too. Welcome to our misery.
Yeah.
But we do. My wife, myself. We do have a sense of humor. It is tough, but we still wanted to have it, and we were like hedging how I would feel and this and that, and I just said, just do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
So Lukey Boy was Santa. His girlfriend Amanda was the elf. Amanda's parents took little Polaroids, and
For all you little kids watching this, 10 years later, you now know the secret.
Yeah,
right?
Yes. But we had food, a lot of good food, hot chocolate. I mean, it just was a great. We gave the giveaways to the kids, and it's just such a nice day.
Well, I was going to say you were blessed with a nice weather day.
How about that? I was in my chair resting. I gotta get ready. You gotta rest for to go walk outside. It's crazy, but it's true. It's like, okay, you gotta rest for an hour to go outside, take a walk on the sidewalk, get the mail. I walked out and the sun just came out.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
It was absolutely a beautiful day. Beautiful day.
It was almost typical of something, you would be behind, because when I pulled up, everybody's smiling, the sun is out. It's like, that's kind of the way you, in my opinion, that's kind of the way people think of when you walk into a room.
Right.
It's kind of cool. Like you have that kind of positive smiling impact when you walk into a room.
Yeah, I have been talking to Gigi about that a lot, because I don't understand a lot that's going on. I don't understand how, like, an oncology nurse, when I would come up to see them after, chemo's not working, they start crying. Like, they take care of tons of people. Like, what? Like, and she just says, you have a way about you. And I guess you don't realize it.
Right.
Because it's you.
Yeah. You never know that you have the accent. Right?
Yeah.
So you never know that who you are.
Yeah, the one thing that pointed it out to me several times, not several, but quite a few, is that my bosses would always say, like, you're a little too personal. You're a little too touchy-feely, and I really would like you to work on that. I tried, like, for a second, but you can't be who you aren't. And I thank God every day I never listened to one of them. Yeah. Because I've built such a good relationship with the people that I work with, the friends, the neighbors, even the nurses at the hospital. I mean, I never want to change that.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
never
it
wanna
cool to
change
know that they see so much bad and somehow you, in your condition, brighten their day?
Yeah. Yeah. That to me is cool.
Yeah.
And I guess, when you think about it, you're dealing with people that are going through the worst time of their life.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I'm coming in cracking jokes. Bringing them food and donuts and, laughing and, Now, don't get me wrong. I've cried with my nurse, too.
Mm-hmm.
When, me and Gina and her. And Allie she's just amazing. But think of what they go through every day.
Yeah.
And people have to be mean to them.
Yeah.
Not by...
Because they're miserable.
Yeah,
or they're
it's
cranky.
not... It's not... I feel for them because, I could be a...
Yeah.
I get it.
Right.
But I have to be the other side because that lifts me up.
Yeah.
And has always been, I've always tried to lift people up. And that's been even personally, professionally. I've always tried to help people, always tried to make a difference, always tried to make people feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
Yeah.
I'm finding out it worked.
Yeah. So you're helping them, they're helping you, it helps you. It's kind of like a triangle thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But, the dark side is that I told you that I'm really going to go into this and I'm not going to think about the holidays being my last holiday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to live for the moment. I'm going to cherish the moment. I did half and half.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, you don't know what's going to hit you.
Yeah,
As we talked about with other things that go on in life, death and dying you just don't know when it's going to hit you. And I can't imagine you don't want to know when it's going to hit you about you.
Yeah, and I did really good. I did good, I think. And, but it hit me.
Mm.
It hit me that this is most likely, like I said. And people say, oh, no, they're trying to be kind. I get it. But like I've always said, I'm a realist. I'm not, it hit me a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And Gigi could see it right away in my face. Yeah. I don't think other people can, but Gigi knows. She knows. She knows. So you're all right. Yep. And other people and I don't know how to answer this question. Other, people say, how do you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what other, I really don't know what other people do.
Right.
But I could tell you, in these last 2 weeks, I've had such a great time.
Yeah.
I've had such a great time with my family, with my friends. Gina invited high school friends, which it's a kids' party, but they all came.
Yeah.
So I had a great 2 weeks.
Mike and Celeste, I met.
Yeah.
Mike and Celeste from the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to them for quite a while.
Yeah, they're great people.
Yeah.
They're great people. And I did. I had a great 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it hits you, just like anything. I'm sure you're the same. Most people are when you go to lay down in bed.
Because there's nothing happening in your mind.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh. I didn't say it, did I?
I think we're good.
Okay. Damn. You just start thinking about it. Yeah. And like I told you, going through all of this now and all the realization, the only thing that's, on my mind the most is leaving my wife and my kids and how I'm going to do it. Right. And I'm trying to get that out of my mind. But it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Not easy to do. But how was your Thanksgiving?
Well, my Thanksgiving was good. I got to cook, and I cook because I like to control the leftovers. I can disseminate some, but I can keep as much as I want. No, it was good. Good to have everybody together. And, it's just amazing, that just what a little kid will do to everybody's cheer,
Oh, yeah.
kind of thing. You know what that's like, right?
Oh, yeah.
So my granddaughter, it just makes everybody, she sings and whatever, cracks everybody up. So,
Yeah.
You're going through all that now, so it's amazing. No, it was good, but, we came across a situation where I had to go to a funeral home for visitation. And some friends of ours, had a recent passing, and first time for everybody. It's the first Christmas for me without both parents, and so I thought, I wonder, how are you with all of that? When I go into a funeral home, I get a little bit of a, flashback, like, oh, whatever, but I don't know. Does that affect you at all?
That's a great question. I mean, that really is.
Yeah.
And that's
And
another
I'm not
thing.
trying to be like weird about it. But,
No, I think it's a great question.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you, through this whole thing, there's been some questions that are really, like, make you really think.
Yeah.
Like I told you, they said, now, if you stop breathing, do you want to be on a ventilator?
Right.
And it's like, do I want to be resuscitated just to come back to die?
Right.
I mean, there's just great
right.
questions.
Right.
This is a great one, too, because someone recently that I knew passed, and I was anxious about it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, ooh, and it was someone from work, from Ohio Valley. And then I would know, number one, there would be a lot of Ohio Valley people there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to walk into a funeral home,
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing. But they didn't have a service. So I didn't experience it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thought got me a little anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first time I went into a funeral home after my mom died,
Mm-hmm.
or my dad died.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it was a little bit more because, I start sitting there thinking about, ooh, I'm going to be laying in that box.
Mm.
So, yeah, it is a little bit anxiety producing. I haven't done it yet. I will not do it.
Yeah.
If Judy had to serve the funeral, I
Mm.
definitely have been there.
Yeah.
But that's a great question.
Well, good. Chalk that one up here, huh?
Yeah, Johnny had a great
I
question.
get a pay raise. I get a pay raise, right?
Yeah.
So clinically, before we wrap up,
Yep.
you get it. You might need another belly drain, but you're going through the study as we said earlier. But clinically, you're having some pain and the markers. And
Yeah,
things
the pain,
that.
like
Yeah.
I haven't any cancer markers. We just had a lot of tests for the trial. I got my belly drain before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
3 liters.
Mm.
Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think what we're probably on is a monthly,
Okay.
which is fine. And I'll tell you, like, people saying, "Oh my God," it's very easy. I mean, it's, you would think that would be something,
Yeah.
but they numb up the side of my belly. I don't feel a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I turn on my side a little bit, and it drains,
Yeah.
and it doesn't hurt. And I just something I'm gonna have to get used to, because the liver, it's not functioning correctly.
Yeah.
And it does cause discomfort and pain. And I know it when it's time, because it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. But I had lunch with my cousin Lynn today, and she was talking about, I used to be afraid to get a blood draw. I used to pass out. And we were talking about it. I said, they said, okay, we're going to do a liver biopsy. Okay. We're going to do radiation. Okay. It's like you've lost.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
whatever you need to do,
Right.
you need to do. And I never took anesthesia for endoscopies or colonoscopies.
Yeah, same.
Never.
That's funny.
Never.
Same. Yeah.
Now I say, knock
Yeah, like,
me out.
bring it on. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Knock me out.
That's
Knock
funny.
me out.
Well, that's well, I'm sure we'll get together before Christmas.
I hope so.
Yeah, maybe we'll get together on December 14th,
Okay.
and
Oh, wow.
and do something special there. But meantime, the tree's up, and are you singing Christmas carols at this point?
I've had Christmas carols on my radio as soon as they were available. Gigi loves it.
Favorite one?
Silent Night.
There you go. Well, how about that? All right. That's it. You what? Go.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Are you good? All right.
I'm good.
It's time for Tony to have a silent night, so we're gonna sign off.
Silent
Night.
holy night, all is calm, all is bright.
The dogs aren't howling.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.